We have pulled pork.
Yes.
You know, I see these guys, even out here where we live, with these big, huge smokers. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
They smoke a hog, and then they tear the meat apart, put their barbecue sauce on it, and people just flock.
Yes.
They do them at a lot of fundraisers and things like that.
Yes.
You know, but nobody wants to do all that work. Not everybody, anyway. Let me put it that way. Some guys, they're into it. Not me. I don't want to do that work. You guys do the work for me.
We're doing it all for you, right? We're doing all the work. Like you said, to smoke a pork shoulder to get this meat, you're going to spend 12 to 15 hours just in the smoker.
Yeah.
Not to mention the prep time, the trim time, all the seasoning. We're doing all that work for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to get out your big smoker. You just get the meat.
And I got to tell you, I mean, it tastes like it was right off the big smoker. This is also stock up and save. So you can get 4 pounds or 8 pounds. You will get 2 different flavors to choose from.
Yes.
You can choose the smoky barbecue that you see down here, or the honey barbecue that you see up here. But again, you can get 4 pounds, all honey barbecue, or you can get 8 pounds the same, or you can get 4 pounds or 8 pounds of the smoky barbecue. There is no combo on these, just letting you know, as far as I know. Stock up and save $20.98 by going with the 8 pounds, and this is also on auto delivery, so you can have it come to you every 60 days up to a year. We're talking about $13 a month for the 4 pounds, $21 a month on Easy Pay for the 8 pounds. So let's talk about the flavors, starting with the honey barbecue.
That's this one, the honey barbecue. So honey barbecue sauce is the best selling flavor of barbecue sauce there is, right? Everybody loves the honey. It's got that nice sweet. Let me give you a little bit of. You know, this way you got some vegetables on there, right?
Sweet. You gotta have some veggies,
Gotta have some veggies, right? So this honey's got that sweetness, right? And what it does is it pairs with the savory in the pork and the seasonings that we put on there, and it builds that story, that flavor profile, and the flavors. You're getting it, right? That sweet of that honey is just something else. So good. It is so good. People love that honey. And you can tell, look at that big old piece of bark right there.
I was going to say, it's so tender.
Yeah. It's all hand pulled. So we hand cook these and hand pull it. This isn't machine pulled, right? This is hand pulled. You got big chunks, little chunks there. You got bark. So good. And what it does is that helps lock in that flavor and lock in that moisture to make it tender.
But it's so convenient too. It's so
easy,
flavorful, and so convenient.
Right.
Talk to me about what do I do when I get these 1 pound packages home?
Okay, so these come in a 1 pound bag.
Okay.
Put them in your freezer. Whenever you're ready for them, thaw them out in the fridge the night before.
Yeah.
For me, I typically throw them in the oven in a covered dish for about 30 minutes at 350, and it just comes out just bubbling and just full of taste.
And the thing is, you don't overcook it. You don't have to cook it for long. I mean, those are the best parts. You don't have to, it's not like put it in the oven, come back 3 hours later.
No.
It's 30 minutes and it's done. And if you really didn't want to put it in your oven, put it in a saucepan and put it on low.
Yeah.
You know, for a few minutes and just keep, you know, turning it over and over.
The sauce is in the bag with it.
Yes, the sauce is in the bag. So go back to the next one, the smoky barbecue.
Okay, so this is one of our flavors that we don't do in the bottles, but it's really good. So it's a deeper, richer, which is called smoky barbecue, right? And so what it is, we hit it with an extra hit of smoke. So basically we just throw extra logs in the smoker. It's that simple. And what it does is that takes that smoke flavor, that deep, that rich, and it just imparts it into the meat. And then that's just, the flavor's really good.
I was just thinking about graduation parties.
Oh,
because, you know, one of the things that I like to do if I'm going to have like a party for graduation or whatever, my one son is graduating from law school this year. And the thing is to put out a big basket of buns and then put out, you know, if you're getting 4 pounds, 8 pounds, depends upon, how many servings would you say per pound?
Probably 4, depending on how you're doing it. If you're doing them in like a pork rind nacho or something, you can probably get 6.
6.
But sandwiches, probably 4 per pound.
So 4 to 6 per pound. And so you're getting 4 pounds or 8 pounds. But then put out your meat, put out some coleslaw, put out a little barbecue sauce. Maybe you want to pick up some extra barbecue sauce from Corky's because we sell it on QVC.com. And then you can have the chips or the macaroni salad or the potato salad or whatever. And let people help themselves. You know, that's the easiest way. I love buffets. Just let me put out a buffet and I'm happy as the hostess because it's just so simple. look at that.
Yeah, look at this
I mean,
sandwich.
are we
It's
making
so
you hungry
easy.
or what? It's
so easy to
lunchtime on the East
build.
Coast.
I know it. So easy to build that sandwich.
It is.
And then that flavor
wow.
just comes through in every single bite. I mean, how good is that?
And guess what? Men, women, kids, they all love pulled
Everybody
pork.
loves it. Everybody.
And the whole thing is that if you do it right, it's going to be so much better because it'll be more tender. It'll be less fatty. There won't be these big pieces of fat because they know how to pull it and where to pull it from. And you won't get the bones in it. That's what I'm saying. You know, you can buy pulled pork or you can make your own. If you want to make your own, that's awesome. You go right ahead. But if you don't want to, you want it more convenient and you want to know that your guests afterwards say, Mary Beth, that was an awesome meal.
Right.
You know, that gives me great satisfaction, and I know it does for you too. And that's why this is so easy. You even think like maybe sometime this summer, something else happens, and you're like to your friends, hey, why don't you all come over to our house on Saturday? Let's just get together. I miss my friends, you know.
Come on over.
Sometimes we'll just call up and say, hey, everybody available this Saturday or next Saturday? Because we just miss each other. And, you know, you pull out your pulled pork and some buns and some coleslaw, and you've got the makings for an entree right there without having to do any of the work. You don't even have to turn on the grill. Nothing.
We've done all the work for you.
You sure have.
And we've built that flavor profile because this is a competition style, right?
Right.
So it's got seasoning, it's got the sauce on it. We season it multiple times throughout the cook, and that flavor just imparts into the meat, and it is so good and so tasty.
So you can get 4 pounds or 8 pounds of the honey barbecue, or 4 pounds or 8 pounds of the smoky barbecue. And we'll go back to the quick description of those flavors, but I just want to remind you, you actually save $21 by going with the 8 pounds because you're getting a better price per pound is what it amounts to. But what's the honey barbecue? Let me just say, good.
Yes, so honey barbecue, best-selling flavor of pork sauce out there, and it is really, really good. It's got that sweet, which kind of sets with the tangy of the meat.
Yeah.
It is so good.
It's so good. And then the smoky barbecue?
Got the smoky barbecue. So we hit this one with some extra hickory to give it that deep, rich flavor. Get in there. There you go.
I just want to take a little taste so I can
And you can
taste
even
the
see it's a little darker from that extra bit of that. Again, it offsets
that's
with...
rich.
Yes,
that's
rich,
beautiful.
Deep. It offsets the savory of the pork, and it is, like I said, really tasty.
Honey, you can't go wrong.
They're both great.
They are both delicious. They really, truly are. All right, if you want your pulled pork, man, I need to get my phone. I need to start placing some orders. By the way, 1,000 more today's special values out the door. I do want to remind you